Trade winds are blowing full force at Nationals Park. Jason Marquis dealt hours before his scheduled start tonight, and the rumors continue to fly as Yuneski Maya prepares to face the Mets. Hot night at the ballpark again tonight. Welcome to Nationals Park, Game 2 of the weekend series, and we're experiencing another big crowd at the Yard tonight, and there's all kinds of things to talk about, not just the ball game. Bob and FP, the Nats deal, Jerry Hairston earlier today, Jason Marquis within the last 2 hours, and he told you he was surprised. He thought he was going to
These two guys were going to walk at the end of the season. Jerry Hairston Jr. not coming back, Jason Marquis not coming back. So you're getting something in your system. Some good baseball players. Eric Komatsu, the minor league player of the year for the Brewers last year. He's having a good year this year. And when you look at Zach Walters right now, an A-ball hitting .302 with a .377 on-base percentage, 9 home runs. He's played shortstop, third, and second. So you're getting something in your minor league system where, as if these guys walk at the end of the year, you're not going to get anything for them.
And, of course, both of those guys were sort of middle-round draft choices, so you know they're good ball players because they've overachieved so far in their minor league careers. So is this thing done?
I don't know. I mean, that's not for me to say. We're hearing lots of rumors, and we'll be on it during the broadcast tonight. But, we talked about it a little bit last night, and I guess the politically correct answer is we'll see what happens.
Let's see what happens. So let's see what Rick Ankiel can do in the leadoff spot tonight. Rick, of course, has that amazing arm out there, gunned down a runner yesterday. And also, in the month of July, his bat has come alive. Rick hitting .333. It's always been the best month of his career. Brought to you by AT&T, the nation's fastest mobile broadband network. By BMW, the ultimate driving machine. And by Navy Federal Credit Union. A loan from Navy Federal makes car buying easy. Visit NavyFederal.org to calculate your payment. It's a hot night in D.C. town tonight. The Nats and the Mets. New York leads this season series 6-3, and they've beaten the Nationals 3 out of 4 in this ballpark this year. Visit Train.com for an independent Train comfort specialist dealer near you. It's hard to stop a Train. Fortunately, again, the humidity pretty low, 31%, but it's 95 degrees. As Yuneski Maya and the Nats get ready for this one. They'll be taking the field momentarily. Jason Worth against R.A. Dickey is 6 for 17 with a home run. And for Dickey, the Mets usually win now these days when he takes the field. Nationals had a better winning percentage before this 4-game losing streak here, but still one of the top 5 in the National League at 28-22. Nets have won 5 in a row. The Nats are trying to break a 6-game losing streak. Jason Worth bobblehead night here at the ballpark.
He said he's never had a bobblehead night before, so this is a first, and he's excited about it.
I hope he doesn't feel any extra pressure to get some hits just because the fans are bobbling him around the ballpark. David Wright career against Jason Marquis, pretty good. He's 0 for 3 career against Yuneski Maya. And the Mets are second in the league at 266. St. Louis leads the league at 269. The Mets are third in runs, 12th in home runs. They are not a power-hitting ball club, but they've clubbed Maya hard. A 2-game start ERA against New York of 5.40. They saw each other twice last September.
Yeah, Maya came up last night, was sequestered in a hotel room in the witness relocation program while the Jason Marquis trade went on. Last time out in Syracuse, no bueno. 3 innings, 8 hits, 7 runs, 2 home runs, 3 walks, and 3 Ks. Fastball, slider, curveball change split from Yuneski Maya. The defense for the Nationals behind Maya tonight. Johnny Gomes in left field. Rick Ankiel gets the start in center. Jason Worth in right. Desmond and Zimmerman on the left side. Espinoza and Morse on the right side. And once again, the squat, Wilson Ramos.
15-year veteran Jerry Meals has the plate. C.B. Buckner, Dan Isanya, and crew chief Dale Scott first, second, and third. Trading deadline tomorrow afternoon. There will be lots more activity around baseball, we are sure.
Well, there's a lot today. The Jerry Hairston Jr. trade. Heat lands right in the middle of a pennant race. Jason Marquis going to the West Coast. I'm sure him and Upton will have a conversation as soon as they get together in the clubhouse. They'll make nice after what happened the last time the Nats were in Arizona. Well, thank both of those guys. And Jerry Hairston Jr. was a good national. He played hard. He did well at every position he played. And Jason Marquis had a fantastic year for these guys. After what he went through last year, getting healthy and going back out there every 5th day and battling, it was a pleasure to watch him pitch.
There's another story out there that Rafael Furcal is about ready to go to St. Louis from the Dodgers. We just saw him last weekend. First pitch by Maya at 7:08. It's in there to Jose Reyes, batting .343, hits the ball hard to right, and Jason Worth, just getting into that sunlight there, reaches up to grab it. That ball really carried, and it's going to carry on a night like this.
Yeah, warm evening. Ball is going to carry. A lot of backspin on that swing created by Jose Reyes. And Jason Worth, a little extendo arm right there, makes the play.
That'll bring in Justin Turner, the Mets' second baseman, on a 10-game hitting streak. Maya comes out throwing strikes. And that breaking ball has popped up out to right center. A lot easier for Worth this time. 2 quick outs.
When it's your bobblehead night, you're going to make every play all night on defense.
They say the ball will find you.
27 assists tonight for Jason Worth. He's on pace.
Mets have been hot early in ball games lately. 4 consecutive games they've taken a first-inning lead. Daniel Murphy on a 6-game hitting streak steps in, batting .318. This guy might be the big surprise out of the top 5 hitters in the National League, checking in at number 3, tied with Joey Votto. He'll lace one to center. Right there's Ankiel. How about that for a quick first inning? Mets come out hacking. Maya comes out retiring. 3 in a row. occupied tonight. Good crowd still coming in. The Nats are batting .235. The lineup packaged by the UPS store. We love logistics. Ryan Zimmerman on fire, averaging 2 hits a game over his last 7. Good to see him swinging the bat like that. R.A. Dickey, 8 career games, 6 starts against the Nats. He's 1-2 with a 4.08 ERA. And for the Mets, he makes his 22nd start tonight.
That last time out, got the win against Cincinnati, 4-2. Went 6 2/3 innings, allowed 2 runs, gave up 8 hits, walked nobody. Get this. In 134 2/3 innings this year, R.A. Dickey has walked just 39 batters. That's amazing for a guy that throws a knuckleball 77% of the time.
Rick Ankiel's going to continue his good hitting. Drops one into center field for a base hit.
And the defense tonight behind R.A. Dickey, Bay, Pagan, and Duda in the outfield. Reyes and right on the left side. Turner and Murphy on the right side. And Josh Tolley doing the catching.
Rick Ankiel now batting .346 this month as we enter the last day of July. Next up will be Ian Desmond, bumped back up to the number 2 spot. Danny Espinosa, 3 for his last 40, so he's batting 6th tonight. And Desmond at .224 checks in, 1 for 10 career against R.A. Dickey. This is a situation that'll help you against the knuckleball too, because there's a runner at first. He's being held. A lot of hitting room over there. And if you stay on the knuckleball, you've got a better chance than if you're out there jumping at it.
Well, I was just say, get that thing up, tee it high, and let it fly with a knuckleball. Look for it up around your letters and swing hard in case you hit it. There's not a lot of game planning to face a knuckleball guy. A guy like R.A. Dickey throws his knuckleball pretty hard, 76 miles an hour. He's got an 84-mile-an-hour fastball to go with it. So when you talk about guys like Wakefield, I think Dickey throws a lot more fastballs than a normal knuckleball guy. He'll try to get ahead with the fastball.
Desmond pushing a bunt right to the first baseman, Murphy, who tags him. He was bunting for a hit. They'll give him a sacrifice, 3 unassisted. Nats immediately with a runner in scoring position for Ryan Zimmerman. And a lot of times the way your number 3 guy is swinging will influence what the number 2 batter does. If you've got a guy behind you slumping, he's going to try to make it happen himself, but they're going to tee it up for Ryan here. Be nice to take an early lead if the Nats can accomplish that. Zimmerman has hit safely in 16 of his last 19 games at a clip of .346. In the air and heading out of play.
It's nice to score early and get out to a lead and defend it, but when you have a pitcher on the mound that maybe didn't know he was going to start today a couple of days ago, in Yuneski Maya and an ERA near 7, I think it's going to take more than 1 run to win this baseball game.
Oh, yeah. Fluttering outside. That's a pretty hard knuckleball, really, 80 miles an hour.
Just the command that he has amazes me. Last time out against Cincinnati, didn't walk a batter. And my game plan versus a knuckleball guy was I would take 2 strikes automatically, because he's not going to throw anything different with 2 strikes.
And Zimmerman's ball down the line, foul.
They didn't throw you earlier in the count. So with Wakefield, guys like Sparks, you go up there, and they want you to be aggressive. That's how they make their living. You go up there swinging at stuff that looks like a strike. It's not a strike. My game plan was I'm going to make you establish the strike zone with your knuckleball. Take a couple of strikes, and I know what I'm going to get with 2 strikes, so what's the difference?
Zimmerman hits it out to center. Hits it pretty well. Pagan turns one way, then the other, and makes the catch for the second out.
That ball was hammered. Pagan turned about 4 different ways. Probably not the best route in the world, but the only thing that matters is he caught the baseball for the Mets. You look at the knuckleball from Dickey, just stays right out over the plate. Nice job of letting it get deep by Ryan Zimmerman. Pagan turns about 6 different ways, finds the baseball, finds the fence, and makes the play. So one thing we're learning very early in this game is that the ball is carrying tonight.
2-out RBI chance for Michael Morse. Checks in as the 9th leading hitter in the National League at 307. He has a couple of career RBIs against Dickey. Ball gets away. Good lead by Ankiel. Even with 2 outs, it's important to get to third base against a knuckleball pitcher. You never know when a pitch is going to get away.
That's actually a bad sign for the Nats. If the catcher can't catch the knuckleball, then it's hard to hit the knuckleball. And we always used to look at the catcher. He would tell you, first off, if the knuckleball pitcher has a good one, he's having trouble catching it.
2 in a row.
Now, watching batting practice today, Michael Morse put on an absolute display. And I was only thinking to myself, if he was in the All-Star game and the home run hitting contest, there's no doubt in my mind that he would want to hit the camera where the camera is in left field. So all the way out here, he hit a ball off that today in batting practice over everything. Everybody stopped, watched it, watched where it landed. And I haven't seen a ball hit over the bleachers and left since I've been here. Just an absolute bomb. You ever see anybody hit a ball over there, Carp?
I think Mike Stanton hit one out there, but not onto the concourse.
Bounced up onto the concourse. Big high hop.
That's a strike, a generous call from Jerry Meals on a 3-0 pitch. And he'll throw the fastball occasionally.
Little automatic strike here, 3-0.
I guess it is automatic.
I'm not sure R.A. Dickey wanted either one of those called a strike. That look on his face right there said, I'm trying to walk this guy.
He'd probably rather get Morse than have to face Worth, considering the career numbers. Michael will take it. Good AB. And it's first and third, 2 outs for Worth, who has 6 career hits, including a home run against R.A. Dickey.
And one thing I always liked hitting against the knuckleball guy is when there was a runner on third, I knew that he would leave one up for me. He had that fear of bouncing the ball and bouncing the knuckleball and it going to the screen for a run. So you look for the ball up, especially off a knuckleball guy with a runner on third base. And by the way, the guy on deck tonight, Danny Espinosa, he's going to hit right-handed against R.A. Dickey.
Sound approach, according to a lot of hitters, but not many do it. They talk about it, a lot of guys do, but few do it. And Worth takes that one that flutters outside at the very last moment. Right in there, and the count's even 1-1. Another great take. Those pitches are a perfect example of if you commit too early, they're way off the plate by the time you get the bat around.
Yeah, and he's thinking what I was talking about. He's looking for the ball up. And Rick Ankiel's looking for the ball in the dirt. Michael Moore's hunting a ball in the dirt. Everybody watching for a wild pitch.
Quite a stab by Bo Porter on the foul ball, and the count's even now 2-2.
And this is where R.A. Dickey's not afraid to throw a fastball in at 84. He'll go to it with 2 strikes. He'll throw it on the inner half of the plate and try to lock you up.
Veteran move there. Everybody thinking about the runner at third, hoping to get a big lead, and then he tried to surprise Michael Morse on the other side. Mike with a relatively short lead. 2-2. Way up and away.
And that was a fastball. So he tried to sneak a fastball by Jason Worth, and we'll see what he throws here. 3-2.
Morse on the move here, but a step off and a fake throw. And Worth will hit it well. Deep center field. See you later. 3-0 Nationals. How's that for bobblehead night?
One swing of the bat, 3 runs, and I think you're almost guaranteed to hit a jack on your bobblehead night. Jason Worth with a good at-bat there. And I was getting excited last night at some foul balls that Jason Worth was hitting. I thought his balance was good. He was letting the ball get deep, and that was a perfect swing. Got a 3-2 knuckleball up and drove it to the deepest part of the ballpark. That landed on the mini putt-putt green in center field. Look at that swing. Let it get deep. Good balance. Stayed through the baseball.
When he hits them, a lot of them go in that direction. That's a carbon copy of one he hit for the Phillies against the Nats in Philadelphia last year. Just off center. And here's Espinoza batting right-handed. And he's going to hack it, and the count's 1-2. By the way, that was Worth's 12th of the year. RBI total up to 40, and Dickey gave up his 15th home run.
That pitch up and into Danny Espinoza had a purpose to it. He's not used to seeing the ball released on the same side he's hitting on.
And he will strike out, but a big, big first inning for the Nats. A base hit by Ankiel got it started. A walk to Morse, and Jason Worth clears the bases. 3-zip.
Jason Worth hit a home run, a 3-run blast. The Nats lead the Mets by a score of 3-0 as we move to the top of the second inning. Now, earlier today, tonight's starter Jason Marquis was traded to the Arizona Diamondbacks for shortstop Zachary Walters. Here's Jason's reaction to being dealt.
I'm excited about it. Obviously, I enjoyed my time here in Washington. Made some good good friends and connection with players. Obviously love the city of D.C. Nothing but good memories now here. So, obviously it's part of the game, part of the business. Now I got to go do my job for the Arizona Diamondbacks.
And Jason's been traded before, but he said that he'll really miss his friends, a very tight-knit group in this rotation. And Drew Storen said that he really learned a lot from Jason Marquis, and he actually is a subject of a lot of trade rumors. And he said he's flattered to be mentioned, but it is a little strange to be mentioned so often, but you just have to really focus, and this is a true test of their focus. Bob?
Jason Marquis' second visit to the National League West, pitched for Colorado back in '09. Before coming to the Nats on the 2-year deal. We wish Jason well. Stand-up guy, never ducked anybody after a bad outing, and never had his head too high after a good one. That's the sign of a pro.
He got very frustrated when he was taken out of the game with the lead in the 4th inning. And the guy they got for Jason Marquis is a good player. And 21-year-old Zach Walters playing in the Midwest League in South Bend. .377 on base percentage, 9th round pick. He's played 49 games at shortstop, 21 games at third base, 11 games at second base. He's got 9 home runs.
Went to the University of San Diego from Cheyenne, Wyoming. Top of the second, David Wright. Looked like an off-speed pitch. He was well out ahead of it. And Ryan Zimmerman, a short throw picked by Michael Morse. 4 in a row by Maya now to start the game.
And we've seen him make some hard throws over to first base, but he tried to ease that one in there. As he got the throw around the infield, he kind of patted the ball in his glove and told himself, let's go. I think that throw frustrated Ryan Zimmerman.
Here's Angel Pagan. Hitting .242, 4-game hitting streak. Last couple of years, Pagan's been a very able fill-in around the outfield, especially for Carlos Beltran, who's had the bad knees and been hurt quite a bit. And I'm sure his batting average might have the Mets stumped a little bit. Hit .290 last year. He's at .242 this year. Pretty much knew the job was his, at least a regular outfield job going into the season, whether it was center field or right field. Off the end of the bat and cruising over for it, Johnny Gomes. 5 in a row by Maya to start the game. Ryan Zimmerman before and after the break. Let's check in on his second inning numbers. Call Luna for up to 70% off all flooring. 877-241 Luna. Shop smart, shop Luna. Look at the jump in the batting average, on base percentage, and slugging. Probably deserved better than what he got tonight, which was a long flyout on a ball hit nearly 400 feet. The hitter's Jason Bay. Maya outside, 1-1. Two-hopper Desmond right there. Yuneski Maya. You didn't get that encouraged when you saw his numbers from Monday night. Pretty encouraged with this so far. And a good-looking line score so far. 3-0 Nats. Gomes, Ramos, and Maya coming up. Braves are in Monday night. It's $1 Monday night. Now, the dollar tickets are sold out. There are some starting at $10. Still have dollar parking, hot dogs, and select items. Nationals.com/specials. So go online, find out where you can park for $1. It is not in all areas. So check it out and come and join us for a very inexpensive and nice evening at the ballpark. Johnny Gomes, left fielder. As in that, he's 0 for 3. And the count's even 1-1. Been on base twice for the Nats, with a being hit by a pitch and a walk, and that is a front door pitch that's inside, 2-1. Gets jammed just a little bit, and that's what keeps it in the park. Still backtracking a bit, Jason Bay.
In case you just joined us, Jason Worth bobblehead night. Looks pretty realistic. I think all those bobbleheads were shaking their head yes after this swing. 3-run home run by Jason Worth in the bottom of the first, and that gives Yuneski Maya a little cushion. At times Maya's been a little fine with his pitches, and now he can pound the strike zone. He's got a 3-run lead.
And he's done just that, retiring 6 batters. Kind of dugout reception we've been waiting to see for a while here at the ball yard. Here's Wilson Ramos.
And got a standing ovation as he took the field for the top of the second.
Fans in right field receiving him very warmly. Ramos with a line drive the other way. He is starting to wear out right center. Had a double over there, a base hit up the middle last night, and Wilson Ramos is coming alive.
Tee it high, let it fly. Get that knuckleball up in the zone like that. Keep your hands inside the baseball and let the rest take care of itself.
Wilson Ramos is now 4 for 6 career against R.A. Dickey. Here's Yuneski Maya without a major league hit in his career, but he does have a couple of sacrifice bunts. Pardon me, no hits this year. He had 1 last year. So 1 for 13 career. Lays it down perfectly. It'll require a throw. Well done by Yuneski Maya. 3-4 on the sacrifice.
Got good technique right here. Look where his bat is, out in front. He's got the barrel above his hands. Just catches the baseball with the bat. Very simple. That's how you help yourself out as a pitcher. And sometimes that knuckleball is hard to bunt.
Rick Ankiel got everything going first inning with a base hit up the middle. Goes up hacking.
I think sometimes when Rick goes up there, he's saying the catcher is not going to catch the ball tonight. Josh Tolley, you're not catching one. I'm not going to let it get to you.
R.A. Dickey, career record of 38 and 45. 36-year-old right-hander whose journey has been around the major league since 01. Texas, Seattle, Minnesota. But established himself going 11-9 for the Mets in 26 starts last year. He has a home now. And it's 2-2 to Ankiel. First time up, Ian Desmond sacrificed Ankiel. And then 1 out later after the Morris walk, Jason Worth hit one out of here to put the Nats on top by 3. And Keel right off the end of the bat, and Jose Reyes is under it. But the Nats have 3 runs on 3 hits already, and it's into the 3rd inning, looking good so far. That's what they call it here at the ballpark, and having a nice night here. Everything going right for the Nats so far. Let's check in with our PNC Bank Minor League Report. Solutions that help you achieve your financial goals. PNC for the achiever in you. Malone and Peacock right now at the AAA level. How long before we start seeing some of these arms at the major league level? Maybe not long.
Are you kidding me? 10 walks all season long. Look at that strikeout to walk ratio. 120 strikeouts to 10 walks.
Tom Malone's kind of a left-handed version of Drew Storen. That's what got him to the big leagues so quick last year.
And Brad Peacock is ranked in one of the 50 best prospects by Baseball America. So just a matter of time before you see both of those guys.
Drew Storen in 09 walked 8 batters in 28 minor league games to start his career. Then he comes out last year and walks 3 guys in 13 games, and then he found himself joining the big league club.
Yeah, but 10 guys all season for a starting pitcher, that's unheard of.
That is ridiculous. Here's Lucas Duda, and Maya just misses outside. By the way, Yuneski Maya made his major league debut against the Mets right here last September 7th, a Tuesday night 4-1 loss. It was also the major league debut for last night's Mets starter, Dylan G. Danny Espinosa swipes it to his left. 7 straight now to start the game. Whether he's hitting or not, Danny's going to play serious second base for you.
Here, check out the range. Watch where he starts. Watch how far he goes for this baseball. That, folks, is picking it. Jerry Manuel, my old coach for the Montreal Expos, when a guy made a play like that, he would yell, "Play with it, play with it." That's exactly what Danny Espinosa does with the baseball. The good infielders play with it. This little game within the game out there, they make it look easy. They make the hard plays look routine.
Catcher Josh Tolley, 8th up for the Mets. That's right on the corner. And that hit him. Tolley reacted like there was contact, and he's at first base with 1 out. That's too bad. An 0-2 pitch to move him off the plate.
And there was a couple of sounds right there, so I think it just nicked him in the jersey, and that's all it takes. Now here's a slow motion replay, hanging out over the plate. Look at that, almost in the strike zone. That ball was up and in. Didn't look like it hit him, but you hear the double click.
Yeah, he was acting like it got him on the hand.
That was just a sell job.
Maybe. Guess we'll know the first time he has to throw to second. This gives R.A. Dickey a chance to bunt. 6 sacrifices this year. Lays one down, deadens it perfectly. Maya to Morse. Nats had 2 guys who could have covered first base as Danny Espinosa was over there. 2 outs.
I would be surprised if Yuneski Maya gives Jose Reyes anything to hit. And Justin Turner, a fine hitter on deck, but you get your right-on-right matchup, and you also pitch around the leading hitter in the National League. We do have a 3-run lead, though.
Reyes hit the ball hard first time, lined out deep to right to Worth. Yuneski Maya will be 30 at the end of August. Stands 5'11", 170. 0-3 in 5 starts for the Nats last year, and 2 of those were against the Mets. Reyes pops it up out of play. Maya challenging him now, right there with 92.
Yeah, you got a 3-run cushion. Feeling frisky out there. Only went 3 innings his last start, so he's probably got a lot in the tank. Now ahead in the count, 2 strikes. He can play with him a little bit. He can bounce some stuff up there, throw some stuff out of the zone to see if he chases.
Jose Reyes in all the leadoff categories you would want, like batting average, the hits and the runs, and to go along with that, the on-base percentage of .385. He got jammed. Great pitch. Espinosa for the out, and Yuneski Maya, 3 of the best innings we've ever seen him throw at the start of a game. Saturday Night Baseball, 3-0 Nationals. Maya great so far. Expect flexibility with the midseason flex plans. You can pick 3 games, get a 4th one free, and a new era ball cap. Drop by nationals.com/flex for all your ticket and promotion giveaway information. Checking on the latest Nats news. You can be part of a chat room on the message boards. Let your opinion be heard. Here we go, bottom 3, Desmond, Zimmerman, Morse. R.A. Dickey's 38th pitch already. A strike to Ian, who bunted successfully, moving Ankiel to second base in the first inning. And a little chopper. Hustling. Here comes Turner. Got it.
And it's funny how guys with a good fastball will still strike one with a curveball, just a get me over curveball for strike one. With R.A. Dickey, he'll still strike one with a fastball. You're going up there looking for knuckleballs, and he'll buzz that fastball right down the middle, lock you up, and get the first strike. That's what he did to Ian Desmond.
Ryan Zimmerman hit a ball, well, we'll call it just short of a mile first time. Caught by Pagan, who turned one way, then the other, out in dead center. Ryan is locked in.
So it was 5,279 feet?
Yeah, if you hit one a mile, it's got to leave the ballpark. Sharply to short. Reyes picks it on the backhand side. Sidearm whip. 2 outs. I'm not sure Jose Reyes gets enough credit for the arm he possesses at shortstop.
That's because he only uses it when he needs it. If he's got a fast runner and the play is taking longer than he thinks it should, then he's got the cannon in his back pocket and he'll use it. Routine plays, he just flips it over their sidearm on the money all the time. Does that guy have fun playing baseball or what? I guess when you're hitting 342, the game is really fun.
That is fun. Morris, 329 over the last 3 weeks. And on the first pitch, he got jammed a bit, and that's a fly ball for Lucas Duda. Nats go quickly in the third. Good start to the ball game, though. And Maya. All over home plate right now. Has to make Mike Rizzo feel good about the decision to throw him tonight. Best we've seen him in quite a while, and congrats on a couple of deals today.
Well, I appreciate it. Yeah, Yuneski's throwing the ball well with conviction. You only get so many lives up here in the big leagues and so many chances. And, we had a discussion time for Yuneski to pitch like he pitched with the Cuban national team and pound the strike zone and go after these hitters and not give the major league hitters so much credit, that they're so tough and so unbeatable.
Yeah, at times he can be a little bit fine out there, but he's got a nice 3-run cushion thanks to Jason Worth.
Well, it helps to score early. It allows you to be more aggressive. You don't have to worry about one mistake, 2 mistakes. You can be yourself and use your whole repertoire of pitches.
Mike, you trade a couple of veterans away. You get some young guys, building blocks for the future. Talk about Walters and Komatsu.
Well, Walters is as a 21-year-old shortstop out of the draft last season. Went to University of San Diego. I scouted him personally because he was on Sam Solis's team that we took in the second round in 2010. So we had a good feel for him coming out of the draft, and we really liked the player. an offensive middle infielder. We think that has a chance to stay at shortstop, but could move to second base and be more of a productive offensive guy. Can swing the bat and above average runner, above average instincts for the game, and we really like that acquisition.
I think when you talk about trading the two guys that you traded today, both guys done after this year, so you replenish the minor league system, you get something for these guys where, they're going to probably go somewhere else after the season. So anytime you can get a couple of prospects for guys that are going to leave, that's a good deal.
Well, no question. Jason Marquis, consummate professional player. He really battled through adversity last year, got back on his feet, and really pitched well for us this year. But no compensation pick for him after the season if he were to sign elsewhere. So we felt that the players we could get now not only opened the door and give opportunities for a younger player that's in the minor leagues now to get some opportunities to pitch in the mound and get his feet wet for 2012. But we felt that this player that we acquire in the trade would benefit us more and replenish the system.
And I'm noticing something in common with both of these guys. Komatsu a .393 on base percentage. Walter's a .377 on base percentage.
And another common denominator, they both play middle of the field, and we feel that those type of players, you can't have enough depth in that part of the field, because that's really where your core of the club is, and the way you can make your system strong quickly.
Ryan Zimmerman floats a throw that Michael Morse pulls down, and the outs keep coming from Yuniesky Maya. Mike, you've talked about them defensively. What kind of hitters are they in terms of where they hit in the order? Do they have power?
Well, Komatsu has some pop, but he's more of a leadoff type of hitter. I think Walters is going to be a two-hole or six-hole hitter, and when he gets to the big leagues. But they both work the counts, see a lot of pitches, very good sense for the strike zone, take a lot of walks, and if you could see by the numbers that these guys have both had great success early in their careers. They're young. They're playing at a level that's really beyond their age group, and we're really pleased that we could get such a good haul for the big league talent that we've given up.
Well, you just said the middle of the field is very important.
There's one to the middle of the field, Desmond.
Are we going to see anybody up here sometime soon, a new player in the middle of the field?
Well, I assume you're talking about the center field position.
Yes.
We're open to make a deal if it works for us, long term. Sometimes to acquire that player, and the players that we're talking about, they're special guys, and they're all-star type of caliber players, and they cost a lot in player acquisitions to get those guys. But we're not going to make a knee-jerk reaction and make two or three holes in our ball club to fill one. If we can do it the right way, with the right players at the right positions that we have depth in, that we could fill it in comfortably, we're certainly open, and we're going to be aggressive to do anything we can to improve the ball club for 11 and beyond.
How to play off to the right side from David Wright as Maya gets the first two batters. Mike, just to go back 24 hours after those first few hitters, did you like what you saw from Chin-Ming Wong last night?
I really did. This is a terrific success story in my mind, and this is a guy that works so diligently and so hard, and was such a great inspiration for our young kids down there in Vieira, whoever went through there. And he did pitch well. He had after the first inning, where he had some sink on his fastball and went after some hitters and wasn't as tentative and as nervous. He told me he was more nervous for tonight's start than he was in the World Series. So, wow. After being away from the game for 2 years, you really appreciate when you get back on the middle of that field.
David Wright with a foul ball. The count stays at 2-2.
And we were talking about that during the broadcast last night. No matter how long you've played or what your experiences are, when you've been away from the major league part of the game for that long, I don't care who you are, you're going to be nervous the first inning. He was throwing his sinker through the sink. He was throwing his slider through the slide, and then he settled down the second.
It was good. The great part of it was that he, his velocity was good, his arm speed was good, and he was pretty free and easy. He wasn't catapulting the ball like he was last season and early on this season. This is a guy who's come a long way, and a guy with the surgery that he had, which is very unprecedented, to get back and climb back on the mound is really a great story for me.
2-2 to David Wright as Maya tries to get through his fourth inning here. And Wright will hit another one, this tailing away from Jason Worth, and unreachable down the right side. Well, Mike, there's still some time left before tomorrow afternoon and some work yet to be done. What kind of things would you like to see happen at the big league level for this club?
Well, you know, we've got a bunch of games left here in the big leagues, and like we've said all year, we're here to win games, and we want to perform. We want the fans of Washington D.C. to be proud of us and to be proud of their franchise and their ball club, and you do that by winning games. And you know, we play a tough schedule because we play a lot of division foes in the next couple of road trips and homestands, and you know, we need to get after it. We need to get out of that all-star break doldrums and start shake yourself, is what we say, you know, in the clubhouse. Shake yourself and let's get playing some baseball again, because you know, the pitcher's got to give us a chance, and then the players have to go after it.
3-2 to David Wright. Well, Mike, we know you're busy. We appreciate you giving us a few minutes of your time, and all the best between now and late afternoon tomorrow.
Appreciate it, guys. Thank you very much.
Mike Rizzo, busy day. Jerry Hairston off to Milwaukee. Jason Marquis off to Arizona. Brian Bixler recalled. All kinds of things going on with the ball club. And David Wright lines one just over the reach of Danny Espinosa.
Stay hot, David Wright. Absolutely locked in since he's come off the disabled list. A little battle there with Yuneski Maya, and he won.
David Wright 2 for 4 last night. So he's 3 for 6 in this series, and he's 18 for 39 since coming off the DL.
Best part about that at bat is Yuneski Maya challenged him. A 3-2 count. He didn't go off speed. He didn't run from contact. He threw a fastball right down the middle, and that's better than walking somebody any day of the week. A 10-pitch battle with David Wright, won by Wright.
And him reaching on an off-speed pitch outside. Maya, 4 shutout innings on 1 hit batter and 1 hit. Jason Worth's gone deep for 3 tonight. He'll lead off with Espinosa and Gomes to follow. Giving up a base hit and a walk before a big swing by Jason Worth, and Yuneski Maya with 4 sterling innings so far.
Well, we've shown it about 5 times already. Let's show it again. Why not? One swing of the bat by Jason Worth, and knuckleball out over the plate. Good extension. I think he gets a free game in miniature golf for that. 18th hole. You put your ball in the hole, you get a free game.
There is a windmill, by the way, that you cannot see at the bottom of that hill.
What you didn't see is that, you know, it funnels down to a little drain. So every time somebody hits a home run in center field, it dribbles right down into where you get a free game.
Yeah, and the ball comes all the way back to the clubhouse before it stops rolling.
It does.
That's a long drain.
And you get a token for a free game.
Worth, Espinoza, and Gomes. Can we make up a story or what?
Absolutely.
333 over 9 games now, Worth. And locked up on that one. That'll be a swing, 0-2. That homer by Worth, the 95th for the Nats this year. Mets have given up 106. They have one of the worst power differentials in baseball. 68 homers, and they've given up almost 40 more. But that doesn't stop them from winning ball games these days with their singles and doubles hitting attack. And look at Worth take this the other way. Multiple hit game by the 4th inning.
You just seen it the last week or so. The balance is there. And when you have balance in your swing, it means your head is still. When your head is still, you see the baseball. When you see the baseball, you make good decisions. It's that simple. Watch the head. Perfectly still. And that's the swing Jason Worth has been hunting all season long, and he's got it. Now you got to lock it into the computer and have it there every single day. Put it on a file and press save.
Now batting over 250 at home. Danny Espinoza, right-handed against the knuckleballer. And as FP mentioned, first time up, not used to seeing the ball come from the arm on the same side of home plate where he's standing.
Yeah, a big pitch is first time up, but we were showing the Jason Worth replays, and we were excited, and justifiably so, 3-0 Nats. But the second pitch from R.A. Dickey was up and in to Danny Espinoza. And as a former switch hitter, you don't see the release point on the same side as you, ever. So that must be weird in and of itself. And then to have a ball up under your chin, a little chin music, that's got to make you think twice. But for Danny Espinoza, I think this is a good thing. Hitting right-handed, your strong side against a knuckleball. I used to do that against Tim Wakefield all the time. Turn around, hit on the side you're most comfortable with, look for the ball up, and get on top of it.
Espinoza up the middle. Ball skips off the mound, and that turns into a Turner engineered 4-6-3 as Jason Worth went after Jose Reyes. And before the inning, the Geico President's Race. Teddy's running better these days. He looks looser and freer than we've seen in a while. Tall Tom holding him off for a while, and then Teddy checks him into the boards.
Yeah, what people don't realize, and I just saw this on Twitter, there's been a trade. Teddy and George for FDR and James Monroe. It just went down. So we'll be seeing a couple new presidents tomorrow in the race.
They trade Teddy, this town will be in an uproar.
I think it's a good trade. He hasn't won a race ever.
But he's still a prospect.
I know, I like him. He's good in the clubhouse. He's a good influence on the rest of the presidents.
The younger presidents really look up to him.
They do. They watch his work ethic.
Spends a lot of extra time in the cage.
The only thing, he just can't get it done during the game.
Teddy, right. I tell you, Teddy can run at 5 o'clock.
He is a good 5 o'clock racer.
I saw him run batting practice up near that camera well today. That shot by Morse almost took him out. 1-1 to Johnny Gomes, who flied to left, just missing hitting one out of here. Not in terms of where it was caught, but where it hit him on the bat. That's off the end of the bat. And a pop up right side. Tolley and Murphy, first baseman's call. And he makes the one-handed grab. Nats go in the 4th. It's 3-0 Washington. Warriors among them, and we salute them with our DynCorp International Troop Recognition. At DynCorp, we serve today for a better tomorrow. And the entire ballpark, more than 30,000 strong, waving their caps in recognition tonight. On to the top of the fifth. Maya, low 50s on the pitch count, nearly 40 strikes, facing 6, 7, and 8, Bay, Duda, and Tolley for the Mets. Jason Bay bounced out to Desmond first time. Zimmerman this time.
We see the adjustment from Ryan Zimmerman. David Wright ground ball in the second inning. He kind of eased over there to Michael Morse. That one, he threw it. That was a good throw. I mean, a lot of people don't know. He's in the cage every day working on his technique because of the surgery. This is the part that still gives him a little trouble. When you look over the top throw, a strong throw right on the money. And he's been getting stronger every day.
Lucas Duda is next. And Danny Espinosa on the outfield grass near where he snared his smash first time up. Had a couple of quick strikes. Number 8 man catcher Josh Tolley. In the vision tonight, Philadelphia at home, fourth inning, leading the Pirates 4-0. Jimmy Rollins and Ryan Howard have both homered, and the Braves at home lead the Marlins 4-0. Dan Uggla has hit his 20th, and that's 2 nights in a row for Uggla against his former teammates. Phillies lead the Braves by 5, the Mets by 11.5.
And you talk about guys that are struggling in baseball, maybe Dan Uggla, Adam Dunn. Those guys have the luxury of being an independent race. And whatever they've done up to this point can be erased in everybody's mind with a good September. You get your team in the playoffs, I don't care if you're hitting 160, 170, 200. You get some clutch hits down the stretch. You get hot in the month of September when the games mean something. That's what the fans are going to remember. That's what your teammates are going to remember.
And another easy out for the Nats as Espinosa throws out Duda. 2 down. Yeah, the White Sox are only 3 games out, despite all the offensive problems they've had. Quite a race over there in the Central with Cleveland 2.5 back of the Tigers. Josh Tolley, the catcher, on a 2-strike pitch, hit by a pitch first time up. And he doesn't like that call from Jerry Meals on a fastball from Maya. Just hanging on the rail, waiting for an AB. R.A. Dickey. Maya goes off speed and just misses. 2-1. On a tailing fastball, Espinosa can't quite grab it. Made some contact with it, and the Mets have their second base hit. And for them, that'll at least get Dickey to the plate here in the 5th inning.
And Danny Espinosa giving it a good go. That ball was hit hard. Looks pretty easy in super duper slow motion, but that ball was smoked.
The Exmo brought to you by Dodge Ram, the Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, and Ram Summer Clearance event. These offers won't last long. Hurry into your local dealership as soon as you can. Maya, good control, good command of that fastball tonight.
I think Mike Rizzo had a good point. You're only given so many opportunities at the highest level to prove you belong. Yuniesky Maya has been given a couple of starts this year, a couple of chances, and it hasn't gone so well.
And the big key tonight, Pete, he got through the first 2 innings without getting knocked around. That's been the MO. He's always given up early runs, and then he'll come out and pitch 3 or 4 solid innings.
He's also run out of gas a couple of times after the 5th.
That ball hanging, and Dickey will get Jose Reyes to the plate. Mets put hits together with their numbers 8 and 9 hitters here. AT&T Trivia Fact 1 with Jose Reyes. Batting .342, leading the league. John Olerud, who was a great hitter for Toronto, the Mets, and Seattle. .354, their all-time record.
And when Ricky Henderson came over to the Mets, he said, I played with a guy with a helmet on at first base last year, too. John Olerud played in Toronto with Ricky Henderson, and then he went over to New York with Ricky Henderson.
Oh, boy.
One of the classic Ricky Henderson stories.
Reyes with a high fly ball, right center. Worth is at the scoreboard and has it. Inning over. The Mets have stranded 5 shutout innings now for Yuniesky Maya. Maya and Keel. Nats on top 3-0. Visit AFCEA.org, the Association for IT Pros. Here's Debbie with our sideline report.
Well, it's always a little unusual for a hitter to have to face a knuckleball pitcher, so I asked Ryan Zimmerman what it's like to face R.A. Dickey, and what's your approach?
He actually does it where one of the balls will go into a righty and one goes away from a righty, and we think he does it on purpose, but we don't really know for sure. But he's very good. He's very accurate. He throws a lot of strikes, which is a lot different than most knuckleballers. But just got to be aggressive. You get a pitch to hit, let it go.
He said, too, it's a lot like playing wiffle ball in your backyard when you face a knuckleball pitcher. And Davey Johnson said that when he faced a knuckleball pitcher, he would crowd the plate and treat it like a curveball. Bob, FP?
Well, a lot of guys will move up in the batter's box, crowd the plate, and move toward the pitcher. It's slow, no spin, erratic. The thumb and the knuckles are the first joints of the index and middle fingers, and there are variations from here and there.
I was going to say the first part of the definition is like your partner. Slow, no spin, and erratic. What it doesn't say on that definition is it's really hard to hit. If a guy's got a good one going, I'll tell you what, you practice every single day to have a nice, short, compact swing, to be able to hit 94 to 97. Occasionally you got to hit a guy that's in the triple digits. So your swing is geared for the fastball. That's what you practice every single day. So on the rare occasion that you do face what you're seeing right now, it's hard. It goes against everything you've learned as a hitter. You have to make your swing a little longer, a little bigger. You have to look for the ball up in the zone. And you're not used to seeing something move all over the place like a butterfly. You're seeing something straight or something that breaks sharp and late.
Wilson Ramos, right center field, base hit, first time up.
You see 86 right there. So you're sitting on a knuckleball, and then he backdoors at 86 two-seamer.
Dickey, 54 pitches, 35 strikes in 4 innings. And Ramos close enough to be swinging. And he goes with the fastball, misses away, 1-2. Most games he'd ever won in the season, 9 with Texas back in 03, before he went 11-9 with the Mets last year. Ramos reaches and stays alive. Dickey 5-8 this year, despite a solid 3.74 ERA. And Ramos again going to right field. This ball's on the ground in front of Lucas Duda. A lot of hits over there lately for Ramos, who now has base hits in 4 of his last 5 at-bats, with a line drive out to center field in between.
And Yuneski Maya's been cruising all night long, and then he gave up a couple of singles, and he thought he gave up a home run to Jose Reyes. And what do? You get mad at yourself, and you try to wake yourself up. And that's a guy that's pitching for his big league life.
Didn't Mike Rizzo just say shake yourself out of those all-star break doldrums?
Yeah, he didn't say slap yourself, though.
Dickey goes to second and gets an out there on a 1-6 fielder's choice, and that'll make Maya run the bases for a while.
So a good bunt his first time up, and that one was a little firm, and it didn't have the direction. You want to bunt this to first base. Got a little too close to R.A. Dickey, who's a fantastic fielding pitcher. Not a good feed, but it got Wilson Ramos at second base.
Top of the order, Rick Ankiel.
And Carp, I think you made a really good point. We've seen Yuneski Maya this year run out of gas at times, and now that he has to run the bases, that might come into play in the 6th inning.
Home run trot would be nice. Low strike to Ankiel. Rick tonight 1 for 2. Base it up the middle, set up the 3-run first. Popped out to short, ending the second. Oh, 0-2 to Rick Ankiel. 1 on, 1 out. He'll pull it. There is a tag and a double play. Well done by Justin Turner. And the Nats are done in the 5th inning, leading 3-0. It's been that way since the 1st. Top of the 6th coming up. The Nationals High A Ball Club, the Potomac Nationals, are back home. They're playing Frederick. The Keys are in town for the weekend, so check them out at 703-590-2311. PotomacNationals.com. Real baseball, real close, lots of great promotions and ticket fun at the ballpark.
We're trying to find out what's going on in the Nationals dugout.
Yuneski Maya just now coming out. Home plate umpire Jerry Meals over there wondering what's the holdup.
Yuneski Maya had to run the bases. Maybe he needed to go in there and get a refresher. Cold towel.
It's interesting. The Nats have a long man up, and they're wondering how long the starter can go.
Well, I think there were some red flags there to end the 5th inning. A couple of base hits in a row. Tolley hit his ball hard. R.A. Dickey hit his ball hard, and then Jose Reyes flew out to deep right field. So Davey Johnson saw that, and he has the pen up. Maybe he's feeling a little cramp in his side. And that's right where the oblique is, so he looks fine as warm-up pitches. We'll keep an eye on Yuneski Maya.
Good thing is he has Jose Reyes out of the way after that long fly ball, ending the 5th inning with 2 men on base. It'll be Justin Turner, Daniel Murphy, and David Wright, 2, 3, and 4 for the Mets. We're back with you to wrap up the series tomorrow. 1:30. Jonathan Neese, 10-8 on the year. He has beaten the Nats this season, and one of the good-looking young pitchers in this league. Jordan Zimmerman, 3rd lowest run support in the National League at 3.13, just a shade lower than his ERA of 3.27. We'll get you going at 1 o'clock, Nats Extra. And Davey Johnson's coming out with Lee Kuntz. It's starting to look like Yuneski Maya is done. And maybe the run down the first base line tells the tale here. Well, he chased everybody away. They'll be watching like hawks. Maya, twice in his career, has gone 6 innings. Once last year and once this year. 47 strikes of those 67 offerings.
Fastball still got zip.
That ball laced out to right center, and Keogh gets an early beat on it. What a good early jump, so he was waiting for it. Nats box. Pardon me, Mets. A little emptier than Washington's, who has that 3-run homer by Worth. And for the Mets, a David Wright single in the 4th, their first base hit. Josh Tolley and R.A. Dickey went back-to-back in the 5th, and that's been it. Maya takes on Daniel Murphy.
You see the Jets-Ravens score in the second game of that doubleheader in the 2nd inning. Yankees 15, Orioles nothing. Is that right?
Wow. Day-night doubleheader.
2nd inning.
Up the middle, base hit. 5 hard-hit balls in a row by the Mets. You have the feeling if the tying run gets into the batter's box, that would probably be it. It's David Wright who singled his last time.
Yeah, I know if you told Davey Johnson before this game that Yuneski Maya would go out there for 5 innings and pitch shutout baseball in 3 hits, he would have said, I'm in. So I would imagine Yuneski Maya right now on a very short leash.
And he gets David Wright. Or did he? Did David Wright somehow get out of the way of that pitch? Looked like it was labeled for the middle of his back.
Yeah, 2-seam fastball just chasing him. And I don't know how that missed him. And I guarantee if you ask David Wright, he doesn't know how it missed him.
2-0 now. And Yuneski Maya might be 1 pitch away. Angel Pagan next.
You got to be careful. You can't just lay one in here 3-0.
David Wright not biting, down by 3. I bet in a 2-0 game we would have launched that thing.
Well, either way, it's the 6th inning. He just didn't feel comfortable swinging 3-0. You make it a 1-run game with 1 swing, I guarantee you Terry Collins will take it.
Slider, another base hit. Mets are just lining the ball all over the ballpark right now. David Wright's 2 for 3. And with Angel Pagan, switch hitter, coming up. Came into the game hitting .238 left-handed, .253 right-handed. No move from the Nats dugout just yet.
Now Maya hit the wall last inning.
Here he comes.
And we've seen him hit the wall in the 5th inning before. And so is Steve McCaddy.
Well, when we come back, FP's had a chance to visit with some folks around baseball as far as what's going on with this Mets attack and why they are so much better this year, hitting line drives and not hitting for a whole lot of power. We'll talk about that when we get back after Detweiler replaces Maya. Angel Pagan in a moment. August 1st is Monday night, and the $1 tickets on Dollar Monday against the Braves are sold out. There are other tickets starting at $10. Still dollar parking, hot dogs, and select items. Nationals.com/specials to check it out. So here's Ross Detweiler. A usual starter. Good to have a guy of this pedigree in the bullpen for this stage of a ball game. So what's up with these Mets bats and the fact that they're taking pitches, FP, and buying into a certain hitting philosophy, not a power ball club?
Well, Dave Hudgens, their hitting coach, was the minor league hitting coordinator for the Oakland Athletics, the hitting coach for the Oakland A's. He's now the hitting coach for the New York Mets. And I talked to him early in the season when we were in New York, and he was having trouble with the veteran guys buying into pick out your pitch, stay with a game plan, and don't hit anything else. And in Oakland, there was a philosophy, and this is great for you young coaches out there. There's 2 counts to hit in as a major league hitter, or any hitter. 2 strikes and less than 2 strikes. And why with less than 2 strikes would you swing at anything other than the 1 pitch you're looking for? And I think all the Mets hitters are buying into this. And they're sitting on one pitch. And I think there's a misconception with the Oakland A's that they go up there looking for walks. Nothing could be further from the truth. You go up there and you're looking for one pitch in one zone. If you don't get that pitch, you take it. And I was talking to Dave Hudgens today, and he said, FP, 50% of the 50% of the pitches at the major league level are balls. 50% are strikes. So guys that are aggressive are playing right into a pitcher's hand. So what the Mets have done is they've gone up there looking for one pitch, and if it's not their pitch, they take it.
Zimmerman to the bag, and now to first for a 5-3 double play. He threw it so accurately, Michael Morse didn't even have to move his glove. And Ross Detweiler gets the Nats out of the 6th inning. Made to order, and a good finish by Zimmerman. Tonight, everybody trying to stay cool, and a big double play ball for Ross Detweiler, getting the Nats through 6, at least in the field, with a 3-0 lead. Jose Reyes, batting average goes down every time we show this graphic. Started the night at 343, now 341. Third highest by a shortstop since 1920. His 341 would be. Demanding position. Well, I'm sure you folks know one of the guys hitting higher than that. Hanley Ramirez, the Vaughn.
I was going to say Archie Vaughn.
Ian Desmond. Well outside. Archie Vaughn, 9-time All-Star, Pirates, Dodgers. You hit that high as a shortstop, you're going to make some All-Star teams. Desmond grounds out. Ian's 0 for 2 with a sacrifice. And the bottom of the 6th is underway. Nats box. Most of the contents back in the 1st inning. Ankiel a base hit. Morse the walk. Worth the straightaway 3-run homer. Ramos a base hit in the 2nd. Worth a leadoff single in the 4th, so he's 2 for 2. And a leadoff hit in the 5th by Ramos. Ryan Zimmerman, 0 for 2 tonight. He's hit the ball sharply twice.
Yeah, R.A. Dickey settling in nice. He's got the good knuckleball going now. If you saw Josh Tolley, he dropped the first strike to Ian Desmond, and he dropped the first strike to Ryan Zimmerman. That tells me that Dickey's got a good knuckleball going. When you're dropping strikes, that thing's doing things you're not expecting. And try to go 86-mile-an-hour fastball in with 2 strikes and lock you up.
There's the first really super slow one we've seen him throw tonight. 64 on that. Zimmerman on a pull down to the third base bag. Look at that ball hop up in a bare hand by David Wright. Those guys from Hampton Roads know how to play some third base.
This is the old I don't need my glove play. Little bad hop right there. Hits the seam. David Wright, knowing that he doesn't have a lot of time, and what a strong throw across the field after a bare hand play. Sometimes you use your bare hand, you don't get a good grip on the baseball. There's not time for the exchange to find the seams. David Wright just grabs it, throws it like a rock across the diamond, right on the money with something on it.
Bases empty, 2 outs for Michael Morse, so walk and a fly ball tonight.
That's one thing I'll say about this ballpark and this field all season long. The grounds crew has done such a nice job. We have not seen bad hops at all. This field in immaculate shape. When you talk about 100-degree weather, the heat that's been here, puts a lot of stress on the grounds crew. And I'll tell you what, I'll take this playing surface over a lot of playing surfaces in the big leagues. Nobody does it better than the Nats ground crew. They do a nice job.
Tyler Clippard could be in as quickly as the 7th tonight. Yeah, talked to some golf course superintendents around town and the issues they're facing with stress and the heat. And this place is immaculate. 1 ball and 2 strikes to Michael. R.A. Dickey, his spot to bat is due up 4th in the 7th inning. Ball is hit hard and high and deep to left. Still going, and it's off the wall as Jason Bay was under it and evidently just missed it. How about the hang time on that thing?
There's not too many balls that we've seen hit this season that go above our eye level up here, and that one did. That was a long, high fly ball. It had the sound. When he hit it, I thought it was gone. You see where it hits up high on the fence. And Jason Bay was back there. He had time to make this play. And look at the ball just missing his glove. And I think you see why R.A. Dickey pitched around Michael Morse in the 1st inning.
Inches from a home run. Morse's 3rd career hit in 9 at-bats against Dickey. And Jason Worth coming up as the Mets try to figure out how to handle this.
But this is how the thing works. When you have a hitter behind you that has a home run and a single, now you have to pitch to Michael Morse. So the fact that Jason Worth has a 3-run home run tonight, a base hit his 2nd time up, now even with 2 outs, you can't pitch around Michael Morse. You have to go after him because he has some protection.
Which, in a way, makes the season that Michael has had even more remarkable because Jason Worth, to be honest, has not protected him most of the time like he has tonight. So they're going to walk him and take their chances with Danny Espinosa. Jason Worth, by the way, walks for the 55th time this year, and he's in the top 8 in the National League. Been hearing from a lot of Nats fans in the last week or so. Even though it's getting to the last part of the season, they're still scoring ball games. Down the stretch we go with the Nationals scorebook available in the team store. The specially designed Nationals book only available here at the ballpark. The broadcast versions are available at bcscorebook.com.
That was the 5th intentional walk this year for Jason Worth.
Danny Espinosa chops one to short. Reyes to second. 6th inning over. Nats leave a couple. They have left just 3 runners tonight. Nationals. It'll be Bay, Duda, and Tolley. And by the way, Ross Detweiler still in the game. Masson giving away 30 prizes in 30 days. We're getting down toward the end. It includes signed jerseys, other Nats gear. All you have to do is visit facebook.com/Masson Nationals for a chance to win. Great crowd. Good ball game. Great pitching by the Nats tonight. Detweiler's still in there because Lucas Duda is a lefty. He's next. And then so is Josh Tolley. Right-hander Jason Bay leads off. He can't tie the game, so you leave the lefty in. And if you get him, it's really shaping up as a good inning, maybe to get it to the 8th for Clippard. Detweiler throws the big double play ball to Angel Pagan last inning. Out of play, right side, no balls, 2 strikes. DJ Carrasco, who the Mets employed for 2/3 of an inning. He's the guy who struck out Espinosa and Zimmerman in the 8th inning last night with 3 men on base. And right now, Detweiler's throwing a good fastball, 95, and Jason Bay's been late for a couple. Jason Bay is not a late game clutch hitter, at least for now. Great 0-2 pitch. Almost where Ramos had the mitt set.
Let's see what the pitch track has to say. I thought it was a strike. 95 miles an hour on the inner half of the plate. And Mr. Pitch Track agreed.
Then he laces one up the middle. Mets in business.
And that always happens. You strike a guy out, you give him new life, he gets a hit.
Convergence Technology and Citrix brought you the pitch track a moment ago. They're the winning team for desktop virtualization. Call the experts. 301-860-1960 or visit convergencetech.us. Lucas Duda 2 ground balls to second base.
That pitch to Jason Bay was better than the first strike to Duda.
Serious jammage. Out at short. Out at first. 3-6-3. Morse and Desmond.
3-6-3 and a 34-33 flying by in the middle of it. There's a lot going on right here. Got a ground ball to Morse, a helicopter going toward Jason Bay. A good feed to Desmond. And a good throw back to Michael Morse. But watch Jason Bay. Bat's coming at him, so he has to get out of the way. Michael Morse has to throw it over Jason Bay. Ian Desmond has to throw it around Jason Bay. Back to Michael Morse. That was not a routine double play.
And Detweiler trying to keep the Mets at bay with 1 out to go here in the 7th.
And he is feeling it, folks.
How about Russ Detweiler throwing 2 double play balls in the span of 3 hitters?
Easy 95 tonight.
Yeah.
No effort involved. Nice warm evening. Very loose. Very confident. And this is the best I've seen Ross Detweiler look.
Down goes Tolley.
And that's the second time he's barely been hit tonight.
Wow.
And he hangs out over the plate. And I think Ross Detweiler's wondering, what do I got to do? That pitch wasn't that far away. I mean, it's up and in, but where Tolley's leaning, he's hanging over the plate.
Scott Hairston probably got a phone call, or maybe even learned in person today, that his brother Jerry had been traded from the Nationals. Davey Johnson disputing the hit by pitch call. And so Hairston comes in, and looks like it might be time for Clippard with the right-handed batter announced.
Now, the one thing I didn't like about the Jerry Hairston Jr. trade today is he texted everybody that he got traded. He was very, very excited to leave Washington.
Wow. Well, we got 3 airports to choose from. Pretty hot ball game going right now. Nats lead 3-0. Tyler Clippard's coming in. This copyrighted telecast presented by authority of the Washington Nationals and may not be reproduced or retransmitted in any form. And the accounts and descriptions of this game may not be disseminated without the expressed written consent of the Washington Nationals. Looks like the Mets will stay with Hairston against Tyler Clippard. Interesting matchup because of Tyler's changeup. But when he's throwing well, he doesn't care if it's righty or lefty in there. First base Tolley, 2 outs prior to the 7th inning stretch.
There will be a lot of eyes on this outing from Tyler Clifford.
Scott Hairston, by the way, 5 for 33 as a pinch hitter. That doesn't sound very good. How about 2 pinch homers and 4 RBIs? Fastball is up. Scott about 4 years younger than Jerry, 31 years of age. Arizona, San Diego, Oakland, back to San Diego on his resume. Hit .210 there last year. And hitting .253 for the Mets. 1 ball, 1 strike. Short lead at first by Tolley with 2 outs. And Clippard.
That's a strike.
The zone by Jerry Meals has tightened up here late in the game. Long look by Clippard. Half swing. Check swing. Runner just stands there. And this inning is over. At least the top half of the 7th is on a check swing comebacker. Mets have stranded 6. Time to stretch. Brought to you by your local Ford dealer and by Mitsubishi Electric Cooling and Heating. To find a Mitsubishi dealer near you, visit MitsubishiComfort.com. Look at these sights on a late July Saturday evening. The fountains, the dome, all lit up here in our nation's capital. Nats lit up the board early. 3 runs. They have stood up. So come on out to the ballpark and expect some flexibility with the new midseason flex plans. Pick 3 games, get a 4th one free, and a new era ball cap. Nationals.com/flex. We all love number 38, Michael Morse. DJ Carrasco. A couple of key strikeouts, as I mentioned, in the 8th inning of that game last night. Espinosa and Zimmerman both swinging to end what really was the last gasp of the Nats.
A fastball, cutter, curveball change from Carrasco, all in the mid to upper 80s. The fastball go about 89, the cutter 87, the curveball 76. And he only throws his fastball 34% of the time, and the cutter 37% of the time. So a lot of cutters, fastballs, and curveballs from DJ Carrasco.
Interesting evening. The 2 starting pitchers combined for 1 strikeout tonight. Maya had none. Dickey 1 in his 6 innings. He gave up 3 runs on 6 hits, couple of walks, 1 intentional.
Opponents are hitting .283 against Carrasco.
That's surprising with the stuff we saw here last night.
A lot of times with a reliever, it could be 1 bad outing, and then you work your whole season to get your ERA down, your batting average against down. But when you look at Carrasco, only 30 innings pitched.
He jams Johnny Gomes on a pop-up to the right side. Justin Turner takes charge. And by the way, in this inning, Tyler Clippard will probably have to bat. He's due up third. You're not going to pull him before the 8th inning after he faces one batter. So here's Wilson Ramos, and maybe he can get aboard. And Clippard could move him with a bunt. I have Tyler Clippard for 1 at bat this year, so he sets up on deck.
Yeah, he's having a tough year, 0 for 1.
Yeah, I got to get off to Schneid. Needs to hang out with long ball Lannon, huh?
It looks like he knows what he's doing.
Look at this. Ramos does get aboard for Tyler Clippard. And Wilson Ramos is 3 for 3. And in this series now, he's 5 out of 6 with a walk. This is very welcome to see this happening with him down at the bottom of that order.
And that's a good discussion right now between Bo Porter and Tyler Clippard. I wouldn't expect too many Nationals relievers know the signs. And if they do, they need a quick refresher course from Bo Porter. So don't lose anything in translation. Walk down there, talk to the guy, tell him exactly what he's doing. Where to bunt it, if you're bunting.
By the way, Ramos got his batting average back up at 250 tonight. Clippard, ooh, good idea on the breaking ball he laid off. I have him career 3 for 13, and he does have 2 career sacrifice bunts. Look at that eye.
Because Daniel Murphy's holding the runner on first, Tyler Clippard wants to bunt it right in here. That's probably where he wants to bunt this baseball, because the first baseman's holding the runner. That's where we'll have the most space. You see David Wright right there in his grill. Probably wants to bunt this to first.
Takes a stab at that one.
You look at the defense after the bunt. And that's why guys pull the bat back and swing away. It's called the butcher board. When you have the third baseman coming in here, the first baseman coming in here, the second baseman going over there, and you have all this area to get hits everywhere. That's asking a lot from a guy that's got 1 at bat this year, but it's there if he wants it.
I'll tell you one thing about Tyler Clippard. He can hit a ball that is sitting still. He's a superior golfer, and you know he has really good hand-eye coordination. Bounces it off the plate. That gets the ball in the air for a while. David Wright throws him out. And Tyler Clippard is going to be a happy guy in that dugout.
And everybody should be on the top step high-fiving Tyler Clippard, because that's a great job. You're looking for that 4th run that negates the grand slam against you, and that's a big bunt. For a guy that doesn't do it, that's a great job.
That was a nice putt.
Anytime you hit it off the plate and you get some air like that, it gives a slow runner like Wilson Ramos a chance to get to second base. It's the little things like that that wins baseball games. Especially for a guy that doesn't do it very often. It's not that easy, folks. If you've ever stood in a batting cage and saw 70 miles an hour and tried to bunt it, it's not easy.
We're just glad it missed his bat on the way back up. You see how close that was?
Yeah.
Exmo brought to you by Chrysler Jeep Dodge and Ram Summer Clearance, the big event going on right now. Offers won't last long. Hurry into your local dealership. Top of the order, Rick Ankiel, 1 for 3. How good of a hitter would Rick Ankiel be, FP, if he could keyhole some pitches during his ABs?
He would be a great hitter. I think when you have a guy aggressive as Rick Ankiel, that the league knows they don't have to throw him a lot of strikes. He's very aggressive up there. He's got a good swing, a lot of power in his swing. But he chases sometimes, and if he could just lock in that strike zone, he would watch his average go through the roof. It's a fine line. I mean, he likes to be aggressive, and that's the way he hits.
Fastball up, strikes him out. The Nats are going in the 7th. 3-0. It's up to Tyler Clippard now to keep it that way. Wilson Ramos started the night 241. He's at 250. Jason Worth, RBI total up to 40, and Yuneski Maya got this whole thing off to a good start.
He did. He was throwing some ground balls. 8 ground ball outs tonight for Yuneski Maya, and the defense was in the game right from the get-go. Danny Espinoza with a nice play ranging to his left. Ryan Zimmerman, a good stab right here, sets himself a good throw over to Michael Morse. And then the 3-6-3 double play with everything going on all around it. So the Nats defense tonight has been good. I think that's a key for them. It's been a key for them all season long. When the defense is good, they're good. That simple.
Brian Bixler recalled today after hitting .314 in 25 games down at Syracuse. Good to see Brian back with all of his versatility in the big leagues, and he's in left field replacing Johnny Gomes.
He was on our minor league report last night. I'm sure there's a lot of guys.
They want to get on that now.
Yeah, they want to get on it. Got it last night, you're in the big leagues the next night.
Well, it means you're doing something good. I know we don't talk about guys going 0 for 20, do we?
No, but I think we should. You got to give some love to the guys that are having tough seasons. Put them on the big league broadcast once in a while.
That bubblegum tastes a whole lot better in Washington. Top of the 8th inning. Reyes is 0 for 3. Clippard with a changeup.
One thing about the changeup versus Jose Reyes, he's so good at digging the low ball out and staying through it. I know Tyler Clippard, probably one of the best changeups in baseball right now, but this is a guy I think that could hit it.
Reyes, did he commit? Home plate umpire said he did. That doesn't even require an appeal, as we found out last night. And some hair on this fastball.
Did he go?
Oh,
yes, absolutely.
1 ball and 2 strikes to the league's leading hitter. Started the night 19 points ahead of Ryan Braun. Clippard with the change. Justin Turner, 10-game hitting streak on the line, and then Daniel Murphy, who extended his to 7 games tonight. Sounded like a broken bat. Espinoza, 1 hopper and a big out to start off the 8th inning. MLB.TV. You can take the Nats with you everywhere you go, either live on demand or on your computer. Go to Nationals.com to Figure it all out, and you can order right there. MLB.tv, baseball everywhere. 35,414 tonight. Nice crowd. They've seen a well-pitched, well-played game. Never know when you come to the ballpark when one swing of the bat might be the difference. Justin Turner, fly ball to right, grounder to third, line out to center. Beautiful ballpark when all the seats are just about full. Oh my goodness, there goes the bat flying into the seats at the home plate end of the dugout. And we have an injured fan. Hopefully she is okay. Applause gathering down there as the staff tends to her. And a count of 1-1 strike from Clippard. That ball laced foul. That's Daniel Murphy waiting. And Tyler, good job of jamming the right-handed batter.
You go change up right here, you go elevator fastball. That's the luxury Tyler Clippard's had all season long, is getting ahead in the count. I mean, you're 2 strikes against Tyler Clippard. You're at his mercy. It could be the Bugs Bunny changeup or 94 in your eyes. Both have worked.
He goes with a breaking ball. One hopper, Espinosa, 2 outs. Never know when he's going to pull out that slurve on you. And now it'll be Daniel Murphy trying to reach for David Wright.
This guy has become such a tough out. Lined out to center hard his first time up. Base hit his last time up. We're talking about a guy whose head is perfectly still, no movement.
13th rounder just 5 years ago. And he didn't play last year at all because of MCL surgery, right knee. So he's made a dramatic comeback here.
Ball seems to find his barrel every single time.
Played some college ball at Jacksonville State and Alabama. Skies one to right. Worth is under it. It'll stay in the yard. And the Nats will lead at least 3-0 into the 9th inning. It's been worth it to watch one like this tonight. And Morse 2, 3, and 4. 3-0 Washington lead. And the Mid-Atlantic Sports Report will be back Monday from 5:30 to 6:30. Tom Davis, Phil Wood, Mel Antonin, Dave Johnson, a complete recap of the Nats-Mets series. Breakdown of all the trade deadline moves, and they'll be previewing Washington-Atlanta. Mid-Atlantic Sports Report only on Masson HD. DJ Carrasco still in for the Mets. Ian Desmond, a sacrifice. He's 0 for 2 since. Off the hands and out of play. Lippert for the 7th and 8th. Storen for the 9th. Mets, by the way, will have 4, 5, 6 due up. Ryan Zimmerman next. He's taken 3 good plays to keep him from hits. Desmond has one. And Ian Desmond continues hitting the ball fairly well, batting right around 285 now over his last 19 games.
A good swing right there by Ian Desmond, right back up the middle, short, compact, letting the ball travel. Look where the head is, right on top of the baseball. Good extension. I think anytime Ian Desmond stays through the baseball, I mean, once he makes contact, his swing continues toward the pitcher. That's when you see the good at-bats.
And FP, when you've been batting 8th as long as he has, and they give you a chance to get up there in that number 2 spot, you relish those base hits, enhancing your opportunity to stay up there.
Well, it's like you're free, almost like a day off. You don't have to worry about 3-1 curveballs, 3-2 changeups, 2-0 breaking stuff. You're a normal hitter.
Ryan Zimmerman now. Well, here's Desmond on base leading off an inning. It has been a long time since his 20th stolen base. He's still in the top 9 in the league. At one time he was 2nd. So maybe Davey Johnson pushes the envelope here in the 8th. First pitch holding and a strike call.
Well, in my experience, stolen bases come in bunches, and it's a lot like hitting. You have confidence in your ability to steal a base, so you're getting grooves out there, you're getting rolls. When you're reading pitchers, you're getting great jumps, and then all of a sudden, for some reason, maybe you don't get on base for a couple of 2-3 days, you lose it, and you start getting bad jumps, and you don't feel as confident. But when you're confident on the bases, you feel like you can steal anything against anybody. Time.
There he goes. Pitch is a strike. Throw is right there to get him. A bullet by Josh Tolley.
That was a great throw to make it as close as it was. It was an unbelievable throw to get him. I thought this base was ripped by Ian Desmond. He got a great jump, and I don't know if the tag got him. To me, it looked like it was late on the backside. You see Tolley right there with the throw. Let's see if it got him. I don't think it even came close to touching him. And that's why it was argued. As a base runner, you know if you don't feel the glove hit you, there was no tag. And I'm sure Ian Desmond didn't feel anything.
0-2 now to Zimmerman. Dan Isanya, the second base umpire, rewarding Tolley for the proximity of his throw.
It was a good throw, I'll tell you that. He got rid of that in a hurry with something on it.
Zimmerman waits for the breaking ball. Off the glove of Reyes for a base hit. Great job of waiting for the breaker. He's aboard for Morse.
Yeah, flew out to deep center field his first time up. A couple of ground ball outs. Ryan Zimmerman checking in with a knock. An 0 for 3 into a 1 for 4. Trust me, that's a great night.
Michael Morse has walked, flied out, and doubled to the very top of the left field fence. First pitch hacking on an inner half offering. That ball is gashed out to center. That is over the head of Pagan. He gets it back in quickly. Look at this. Holding Zimmerman at third and Morse with a nearly 400-foot single at first.
I wonder what it's like to hit a single 400 feet away from home that you hit it so hard you can't get to second base. You know, the movie Captain America is coming out soon, and I'm thinking about calling Michael Morse Captain America the rest of the year. I mean, everything he hits is on the barrel. The guy is superhuman. He's turning into a superhero for the Nationals.
No lab experiment necessary. He's done all this on his own. Terry Collins pulls Carrasco, hit hard by the Nats here in the 8th inning. If not for the caught stealing, it would be a huge inning. Still could be.
Bottom of the 8th, 3-0 Nationals. Time for our Ford drive of the game. And in the 3-0 game, why would we make this our Ford drive of the game? On top of that, it's his bobblehead night. So Jason Worth with a 3-run jack on the fake putting green. It's his bobblehead night. He's 2 for 2 with an intentional walk, and that is our Ford drive of the game.
Worth with his 12th of the year. RBI total jumped up to 40, and now he's got another one sitting out there. First and third, one out. Manny Acosta. Worth an offer, and he takes the breaking ball low and away, no swing. Acosta, 5.60 ERA, but he's improved that over his last 10 games down to 1.74. But he's been very hittable this year, 3.07.
Yeah, fastball 95, slider, curveball change to go with it. He'll throw all 4.
Nats have out-hit the Mets 10-6. Worth with a tapper foul.
And that was the changeup. Changeup will go about 85, fastball 95, slider 82, curveball 81.
Worth gets jammed, and that's a double play with Morse wandering off the bag. 3 unassisted this game into the 9th, and it's 3-0 Washington. You know who's coming out to try to save this one. Nats on top 3-0. Out hitting the Mets 10-6. Tomorrow, series finale. And for the Nats, it'll be Jordan Zimmerman 6-9. Jonathan Neese 10-8. For the Mets, DC 50 will join us. And then the Braves will be here for 3 Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. We'll set the pitching matchups for that series for you tomorrow before we head on to Colorado, Chicago, and Philadelphia on the next road trip. Drew Storen has 25 saves.
The challenge for Drew Storen tonight will be to focus with all the trade winds swirling around him, to concentrate on the outing right here and get the job done. And that's a lot easier said by me than done by him. As a player, when you hear your name surfacing for trades for about 3 weeks now, sometimes that takes a toll on you. So for Drew Storen, hopefully this is his sanctuary to where he can get away from that, come out here and focus on getting a save for his team.
Good hitters stand in the way for the Mets. Cleanup man David Wright, and then Angel Pagan, Jason Bay, 4, 5, and 6. David Wright, 2 for 3. And Storen with a pitch evidently high. An inning and a third from Tyler Clippard, an inning and a third from Ross Detweiler. Bullpen doing its job to this point. Ball 2.
Three fastballs up from Drew Storen, and that's been the battle for him all season. If he could lower his sights, get the fastball down in the zone, he's unhittable. At times he gets a little wild high in the zone, and that's when he struggles.
Hasn't pitched since Wednesday night against the Marlins when he gave up 2 runs in that 9th inning. There's one right in there, 95, 3-1.
And this is where Drew, if he goes with the fastball, it has to be a well-located fastball to the hottest hitter on the Mets.
David Wright takes the leadoff walk. He's on for the 3rd time tonight and the 5th time in this series. Brings in Angel Pagan. Michael Morse will play behind the runner at first base to guard the line. Not way behind him, but within reach, and he'll retreat a couple of steps after tapping his glove. And a swing and a foul by Pagan on a pitch that might have been up and away.
I mean, the battle for Drew Storen is strike one. When he gets strike one, he's able to go to his slider. That's when he's the most effective. So the fact that Angel Pagan might have helped him out right there is a break for Storen. Now you go fastball in, he can go to his slider, but he usually doesn't go to his slider until he gets a strike first. Sometimes he'll throw a get-me-over slider.
That's a sizzling fastball. 96 up in the zone, strike 2. And Pagan's not happy.
Yeah, he didn't like that call. Let's see what Mr. Pitchtrack had to say. Mr. Pitchtrack likes the high strike. I'm not surprised.
So do Convergence Technology and Citrix experts with desktop virtualization so your company achieves efficiency and cost reduction. ConvergenceTech.us. He tries the same spot and just misses inside.
He tried the front door sinker, didn't get the call. That was a good pitch.
3-0 Nats, nobody out, top of the ninth. Swing and a miss for the first down. Looked like the killer slider, even though it was up a bit.
Didn't have a whole lot of break to it, but sometimes that's the best pitch in baseball. The slider that doesn't slide. Angel Pecan seeing the dot on the ball, thinking that ball is going to break down. He has to protect, and what does it do? The ball stays up in the zone. He commits, and it's too late. Little cement mixer from Drew Storn gets the job done.
Jason Bay, the hitter.
And this is where he's looking for the ground ball. Whether it's a slider away or a sinker down and in, Drew Storn is hunting a double play.
A little bit high. By the way, that strikeout by Storn, the first by any Nationals pitcher tonight. All that counts are outs, and they've got 25 of them. Good running fastball, but it's up, and Bay hits it into right field. Lucas Duda will represent the tying run. And Jason Bay has a pair of hits tonight, and 4 in this series.
Now, when you talk to the Mets people, the one thing they say about this ball club all season long is they do not give up. There's no quit in this team. There's tons of fight. And I think you're seeing it right now. This team's not going to go away.
Lucas Duda with a broken bat fly ball, and Worth is there. 2 outs.
And he got just enough of it so that it would carry out to Jason Worth. When you hear the sound like that, you think that ball is going to drop. It's a blooper, but he got enough of the barrel on that baseball to get it out to Worth, who was playing deep, playing no doubles.
And it'll be up to Josh Thole, who in his career is 2 for 3 against Drew Storn.
Nats fans on their feet right now.
Better than 35,000 here tonight. Inside to Thole from Drew Storn. Thole hit by a pitch twice tonight by Maya and by Detweiler. And he has a base hit in between. Up the middle, base hit. Watch this. Here comes Ankiel. They're not going to run on him. And the bases are loaded.
Well, they're down by 3. That run doesn't mean a thing.
And they will call on former National Willie Harris.
And Steve McCaddy going to take a stroll out to the mound to calm his closer down a little bit. I'm telling you, it's not easy. When you hear your name mentioned all the time, and even if you try to turn that stuff off, you have your family calling you, your friends calling you, you're mentioning trades to here, you're mentioning trades to there, it can wear on you. When you talk to the Mets players and talking about Carlos Beltran every day, that wore on them. Can you imagine if you're Drew Storn and you're getting mentioned in every trade? So right now he has to find his focus, throw something down the strike zone, forget about all that stuff. Like I said earlier, easier said than done.
Willie Harris has more pinch hits this year than any other Met, but he's only 6 for 38 without an RBI. Willie Harris likes to attack early in the count, but he takes a slider outside. High strike, and the count's even. He goes with 2 sliders against the left-handed batter. And now Drew wants to get together with Wilson Ramos.
A lot of times when Wilson Ramos goes out there in these situations, he wants to know the pitch. I'll be surprised if he puts down a sign right here. He'll go out there and tell Drew Storn, okay, slider, no sign. Is that what you like? Yeah. Fastball in, no sign, but I'm not putting a sign down here. I don't want the runner on second base to see anything. What do you feel comfortable with throwing?
Willie Harris 0 for 2 career against his former teammate Drew Storn. On a called third strike. This ball club needed a win in the worst way, and they had a whole bunch of guys combined to give them one tonight. Nats shut out the Mets 3-0. The killer slider puts an end to the proceedings.